Hey. All right, let's get them in here. Uh-oh, hit the wrong button. Hope everyone's doing good. I do this so they can still chit chat, so we're gonna cut in on them right in the middle of their chit chat.
Are we on now?
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, you're on.
Oh shoot! Already.
I just.
We're sitting here talking about my mic being cut in and out, trying to figure out. I think I have a short in my actual headset, or in my settings, I have my auto cut off too short or too whatever. And if I talk softly, it cuts my audio out, and we just figured it out. So we were trying to troubleshoot it real quick.
Nice, nice. It's always nice to have Josh there too.
Oh,
Otherwise you would have just waited for me.
Yeah, we've been like, hold on, guys, pause these 10 people watching us right now. We got to figure this out. No, just kidding. Welcome back, everybody. What is up out there, world?
Yeah, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus. We didn't stream our video game this week. Sorry about that. Just had some things come up, and hopefully, I think we got some cool things planned during the holiday break. So Josh is included in that. Maybe James if he gets his gaming computer.
Wait, James get a gaming computer?
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
Yeah, I went to the flea market. They didn't sell them there.
So
they told me I should have went to the Walmart.
I'm gonna give him the old one.
Oh,
yeah,
I
gotta get the graphics card for it.
Yeah, he needs the graphics card. Ooh. Hey, Trevor.
So as soon as I get that graphics card, then I'll be up and be able to play games with you guys, and hopefully Santa Claus brings me a new streaming microphone for Christmas.
He's gonna be good. He might be some cold. He might be getting some cold though. I think
he's probably getting fucking cold.
Oh, absolutely. Right. I'm not getting anything for Christmas except my birthday the next day, so I turn a year older.
Hey, your birthday is the 26th?
Yeah, it is.
Yep, day after Christmas is my birthday. Coming on up.
What is it? Don't we have a stream planned that day? We're not actually doing one, right?
I'm not streaming on my birthday.
Yeah, we're not.
Well, the 26th is a Sunday.
Okay.
Isn't it? Or yeah. I don't know.
So just to update everyone on our schedule. We probably won't be streaming that Christmas week.
Ben Parker with 50 stars. What's up? Thank you for
Ben.
the stars.
We probably won't be streaming at least the podcast. We might do a video game depending on the day it lands on. We're probably doing a lot more video games. Me and Josh, I know, and maybe Kayla can get in.
I need to start getting into it because I'm just funny to talk. Yeah. I suck at all games, but I'm a great shit talker.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like Leroy Jenkins. You're like, damn it, Leroy. That's me because that's my middle name, so it's perfect.
Why do I keep on dying when I run into fire?
Yeah, I don't get it. I thought we had magical powers. We're playing WoW.
I didn't realize zombies were that dangerous.
Thanks, Ben. We really appreciate you donating the stars. That's awesome.
Yeah, appreciate
Again, chat room. We're gonna be talking a little bit about Josh tonight, getting to know him. One of our group members who is back with us forever now, which I love. And we are also, if you have any questions at all in the chat about paranormal, what we're talking about, questions about Josh, put it in the chat. We'll answer it. You can ask anything.
Yeah,
anything.
In general, we'll make Josh answer.
It'll make Josh answer them only. And as Ben did, you can see our stars are active. So throw some stars, help us improve our stream. That goes right back into it. So, Josh, what's up, my man?
It's been a journey, man.
So let's just start off. You just moved.
I just moved, like last Friday.
Yeah.
And because of COVID, me and my 2 kids and my wife, and that was, I still feel my back, like lower back pain everywhere. It just hurt.
But this house is a beautiful house, as you posted on Facebook. It is perfect. That fire pit is amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I can't wait for things to get normal so I can come down there and use that fire pit.
Yes.
That thing's sweet.
And the house came with a lot of wood that we already moved into the yard. It's like... my kids, I paid my kids to move the wood, so I had to do it.
It wasn't free. It wasn't free.
Yeah.
No.
They have to get their allowance somehow, right? I'm sure they worked hard for it this week.
Yes. Well, actually, it was part of money and grounding because they were grounded for their grades. I looked at all the wood in the woods and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to move that. I was like, okay, here's the deal, guys. If you move this, the moment that all wood is moved, you guys are ungrounded. I'll give you $20.
Done.
And they did it in 3 hours. I was like, okay.
That's awesome. And I'm just going to mention for the new people joining us right now, if you have questions related to paranormal, right now we're doing a little segment getting to know Josh, and we will be doing a video review. We'll be doing a video review of I think another one of Nuke's top 5, which he's amazing. So give a big shout out to Nuke.
That was the one that you sent me, James.
Oh yes, I didn't watch it, but I read the comments. In the comments, I was just like, all right, this is the video. This is the one, boys. This is the one.
So
I got a question, John.
Go ahead.
Oh, back off, Kevin.
I was going to kick it off.
Well, sorry. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, 1. All right, Josh. So, can you just give us a brief explanation of when and why you got into the paranormal?
One is Josh Trowbridge. And rest in peace. Great man. He's the one who got us into ghost hunting with
literally every one of us.
Picture in the frame here.
Since 2008, me and Kara have been ghost hunting. It's been over a decade.
So you were a part of a different group before with Wabash Paranormal.
Yep. We were a Lafayette Paranormal Research Society, LPRS for short.
Yeah.
Before the merger, but we did a lot of stuff. And the biggest thing is that there's things that's happened in my life of why I got into ghost hunting. It's knowing the why. You know, you'll never get the answer what happens when you die. We know that. But
we don't know yet.
We don't know yet. It's the why. Like why they're here.
Yeah.
That's my biggest that's why I do it, is like why why can I communicate with this person? Why do I see this girl in a white dress? You know, what's going on? And it's not a coincidence. So
all the what ifs.
Yeah. I know we'll never get the answer, but get evidence enough to prove it's true.
And yes, that is the big thing. There's never, out of all these paranormal groups around in the country and the world,
on TV,
all this evidence, the shadows, how in the heck can we not say something's out there now with thousands upon thousands of pieces of evidence? Some of it unexplainable, some of it can be explained, some of it can be debunked. But out of all that, and there's literally millions of dollars going into TV shows, still ain't found out yet? Come on now.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that fake it too, that ruin
a lot of shit. Everything a bad name. 100%, that's totally true.
Yes.
But, you know, it's just there's so much that we are still learning in the world in general that it's it's just exciting to do these kinds of things. And that's one of the reasons why I do it, is because one of the smaller reasons is this is exciting to learn and have experiences that maybe most people won't have the rest of their life or within their lifetime.
Absolutely true, because you never know when people are going to be out being at Hills. I know. I can say that because another guy that was at Waverly with me. Wait, were you at Waverly? You were at Waverly.
Yeah, he was at Waverly.
No, I wasn't. Kara
was at Waverly.
Oh, shit.
I was so jealous.
I forgot. Kara was
there.
there.
All the shit that happened there. That shit was crazy.
Her and I had a blast that night. It was a fantastic. It was amazing. But stuff like that, yes. That once in a lifetime experience that you get with places like Waverly Hills or Alcatraz. That's kind of why I'm in it. Is that and obviously the house investigation side of things. I love. That's all obviously a big part of it too, but it's just like that thrill still there for me.
James, you might have to speak up, man. You're cutting out again.
Cutting out again, unfortunately. You need a big boy mic. You need to get off those
Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, you can unhook that and hug it back in. Yeah.
Maybe I should plug it all the way in.
Oh, we can still hear you.
We can still hear you. He's not using he's using his computer mic, I bet. Are you using a laptop?
He's probably using his webcam mic.
Oh, that's what it is.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. No sense in the middle of the stream trying to figure that out. I love when he unhooked it. It's something we still heard him.
What? We heard this guy?
The paranormal.
No wonder it keeps cutting out because I'm sitting so far back.
Oh, God, laughing gives me a worse headache.
I'm sorry, but that's hilarious, isn't it? It's all laughing.
That's so funny. Oh, hey guys, please, any donations will go help James figure this shit out.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna write my letter to Santa Claus for a microphone.
Oh God.
I'm hoping to be getting one for Christmas. So.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, is it better if I talk like this, guys?
Oh my God.
It's actually not cutting out no more.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm sitting closer to it now. I know where the mic is.
Thank you for liking the stream.
All right. Now let's get back to it.
Oh.
So one of my favorite memories that I have of investigating with you, Josh here, is so I think we've told the story before, but whatever,
Does it start with the protein?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is my favorite story. Since we're laughing already and we're off the rails, I'll just tell this story. So we go on an investigation to Ashmore. Was it Ashmore? Yeah.
Ashmore State.
Yeah, Ashmore States. Yeah, in Illinois. So it's a decent drive. Was it like 2 hours, a little less? So we're going there, but before we go, we pack a snack bag. And we always do it. Depending on the drive that we're taking. And so we took 2 vehicles, packed a whole bunch of snacks, and I was in one vehicle. Josh was in the other vehicle, and
I was with you.
Were you with me?
I was with you.
Okay, it doesn't really matter, but we were pounding. We were pounding these fucking Nutri-Grain bars. Those whatever those little bars are that you eat. We had no idea, but after Eileen wasn't with us. That was what it was. Eileen was in the other vehicle.
Yeah, because we were riding with Josh, I think.
Yeah.
Kevin. Yeah. Okay, because he didn't know we were starving.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin were hungry.
Oh yeah, and we didn't stop anywhere to eat. So a few times we didn't stop anywhere. And so I ate like 7. And Josh ate like 9 or 8 or something, like one more than me. It doesn't even fucking matter at that point. But we get out and we're like, oh, thank God, Eileen, you packed those. We were starving. She was like, how many did you eat? I ate like 7. She was like, those are fiber bars, and I was like, oh no.
It tasted so good though. We were hungry.
The worst part about it is this place didn't have a working bathroom.
It did not have a working bathroom.
It wasn't like in a town. Like there was a town kind of close, but it was like 5 miles away.
Yeah.
I think we're 11 minutes from a Walmart.
Yeah, you could like see it in the like distance at night, the glow of the town. But yeah, so we were investigating, and we sit in. I think it was like our first session after getting walked through basic setup, and we split into two teams. But I think at this time we were still in one team, probably just doing a big walkthrough. And
we were Travis and Ryan. That's
yeah,
what
Ryan was with us. I think James might have been with us. I don't remember who was all with us, but I remember Travis and Ryan being there. And we were sitting there, and you could hear my stomach growling, and I'm like, me, that was me. And then Josh has the headphones.
So bad.
Oh yeah, my stomach. Oh yeah, it's always bad, man. But Josh you had the recorder, right?
Yeah.
And
I was live listening.
Yeah, you were doing live listening, so you had the headphones on, plugged into the live recorder, and he was sitting there, and then he fucking lets out a fart like no other.
Well, but it was so. Ryan said, "Is anybody here? Make a noise," and that's why I could not hold it no more.
No warning. Didn't tell us he was gonna fart. He just let it go in the middle of the EVP session.
It was so loud on my microphone.
I think, weren't you wearing I think I had the parabolic mic at that time.
No, I think, James, you showed up later because I was trying to show you the audio.
Yeah, that's what
I got it on audio, and I was like, James, go listen.
It was between your legs.
So
you
loud.
shit on the mic on the recorder.
That's okay. Back to the real stuff now. That was funny though.
God. That night, there's so much that happened that night. It was so much fun. That was one of my favorite investigations as far as like the funny shit that happened, and then, like the stuff that happened to James, like actual stuff that was happening.
Yep.
It was like a packed night,
It was a very fun night, and it got to be a very serious night for me, at least. One of my most profound experiences, and we'll have to talk about it one episode.
Yeah,
I think the video still exists.
Really? Like with you in the chair? Was this the one you in the chair?
I lost it.
Yeah, the one when I was sitting in the chair.
I don't have it.
Oh, I think I might have it somewhere.
Unfortunately, I thought I had it, and I moved so many times, and I lost that one. But which is my fault. I totally admit to that. But
one of the coolest things that happened to me. It's cool. You lost it. Whatever.
Yeah, I know, right? Terry Robinson, who owns it now, Ashmore. He's
Terry?
with he's with LP or LEP Productions tonight.
Yep.
Getting to know him.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It's very, very cool. Again, people in the chat, if you have any questions, post your questions in there. Interact. Let's talk about some paranormal stuff while we're learning about Josh before we view our video.
He also
Back to you, Kevin.
he also does the he has the mystery machine. He has the legit Hanna-Barbera mystery machine.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good dude. I don't know him personally. I know James does a little bit. Just through them and through.
It's been a while since I've seen him, but he is a great man. He was actually, guys. I was supposed to do. If you remember last year,
you were supposed to do the dance.
I was supposed to be at Ashmore Estates and wearing a dress doing the dollar dance. I went on Jay's I was on Jay's podcast with them, Jay and Jason's, and I agreed to do it again. We're gonna pick a location, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna do a dollar dance for charity. I think it's gonna go to Lost Limbs. Is what we're gonna pick again.
What is a dollar dance? What is a dollar dance?
It's just like the dollar dance. At a wedding, people come up, give them dollars. It's just gonna be me in a dress shaking my booty.
It's like a stripper.
And then everyone gets a dance.
No.
So we have a question. We have a question, guys.
He said,
"Whoa. We got a question." So
we do got a question, Josh.
Yeah, Alan. Thank you. What's going on, man? And also, Trevor, Josh, what is your scariest experience?
Ooh, this is a good one.
I don't know if we have enough time for it. If it's what
I'm not going to talk about the Ouija board.
Yeah. We'll do that another day.
Yeah, it's like a full episode.
That'll be a day when we cover that. We'll do an episode on the Ouija board.
I would
just the Ouija board in itself.
Yeah.
So there's two things. The first one I'm gonna talk about is not like it's that moment when you go ghost hunting, like you don't really believe it until you see it.
Yeah.
And I was with Josh Trowbridge, Eileen, Kara, and a couple other members of LPRS. And we were at the place where Ghost Adventures went to, and after they went to it, they shut it down. It was you know what I'm talking about?
Black Moon Manor.
We were with you.
Yeah, we were with you.
Yeah. Black Moon Manor.
That was my first investigation with you.
So my first investigation was Josh, and then we went there again with you guys.
Oh, okay.
So the very first investigation we ever went on with Josh was to Black Moon Manor. And Kara's a skeptic. I'm like, I seen some stuff when I was a kid, but didn't really see it. And when you first experience something that's like, holy shit, like that feeling you get over your entire body.
I felt that before.
So the first time I saw and it was a flashlight. That's why I love the flashlight. Josh is the one that showed me the flashlight. This flashlight was sitting on the thing for almost an hour and a half, didn't do nothing. It was my mag light that I bought from Walmart. Okay. And me and Josh went in that room, and he's like, hey, how long is that flashlight? Has been sitting there all night? And we sat there for about 20 minutes asking questions. And then he's like, then he points at the flashlight. He's like, can you turn that on? And it turned on. And that feeling, like, holy fuck.
You freeze, and you're like,
yeah. Your mind just gets blown right there.
Mine like blown. I went and grabbed the flashlight. I took it apart just to see if there was anything on it. I was like, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" It's like it just that
exactly
feeling.
What I expect you to do.
That's kind of the scary feeling. It's just like, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! It's real."
Yeah,
like, and that's was my first experience, and then. I would say the scariest part of investigating was when I think you were there too, Kevin and James. It was when Barlow was with us. We were at the prison in Valparaiso. Were you guys there?
Yes.
I don't remember Barlow being there.
Yeah, so Barlow's wife. Then it must have been just James. Then
it was me.
Yeah, because
I went another time. I went another time, not that time.
So we went there, and we didn't really look into what happened at that place. And it was a Valparaiso, the old Porter County jail, and. I had my recruiter ring on, which I've lost now, which was pretty hard to get off my finger. Kara was downstairs with the girls where the girls get attacked, and me and Barlow were upstairs where guys get attacked. And we're using my mag light like they used to do on the jail cell, like going back and forth with the cup, kind of. And as I was doing that, like it felt like somebody grabbed my hand and just pulled my ring off, and it felt like somebody just grabbed my hand, and it just came off like butter. And then I heard it hit the ground. And then I looked at Barlow, and then his IR light went out, his camera went out, my flashlight went out, and then their flashlight turned on. All of our batteries drained. Damn. And then I went to go I went around the jail cell to get my ring. Went to go grab it, and there was this girl like going to grab my ring at the same time. It was like a split second.
Yeah.
And I just turned completely white.
Damn.
Like I've never seen a ghost. It was like a half a second. Almost pissed my pants because I wasn't expecting it to happen.
All of
it.
it.
It was just so freaking weird. And when I started talking to the owner about it, what happened, he's like, what did she look like? I said, it was like a girl. She looked like she was wearing like a white dress. And then he showed me all of the other experiences of people seeing the girl with the white dress in the place.
I might have gotten this wrong on how long you've been doing the paranormal. And I just threw it out there. I wasn't for sure. But I know you've been doing it longer than me. And I'm like 8 years. So how long have you been a part of the paranormal?
Since 2008. 2008. Been ghost hunting.
So 10 plus years, yeah.
Yep.
All right. That's 2008.
Yes.
Well, dang, I'm still the oldest in terms of investigating years. That's crazy.
Yes, you are.
We
didn't merge with WPRS till 2009, right?
No, that was you. We got because we didn't form until it was 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't
join. I didn't form the group. It was August 11th, 2011.
Oh, dang!
And I joined a year after it was made.
This next August will be our 10 years in operation. That's crazy.
Jesus.
Aaron, thanks for joining us from Kokomo. That's awesome.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
Yeah, we talked about a few things from Kokomo before.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You know, I've covered a lot on the Kokomo boom. Get it right.
Boom.
You get it right if you're going to talk about it. the mysterious Walmart trucks, the black helicopters out there.
And
I've
we had
interviewed a
our
lot of
UFO that
people.
we drove out there to go see.
Yeah, we were chasing the UFO out that way.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
it's a lot of stuff out there in
that my wife
Kokomo.
saw and forgot to
Yeah.
fucking video. God.
By the
I
way,
love her. I
Abby.
love her.
Yeah, I was gonna say there it is. There it is.
No, she's they are going to see they just drove around to see lights because Avery was wide awake
Ooh,
after
Christmas
feeling better.
lights. Oh, good. She's feeling better. Good.
She slept
Good to
all
hear.
day.
I mean, that'll do it.
Yeah, so she's wired.
That's why she's
Well, shit,
she's gonna be up all night tonight.
Yeah.
Kevin, that computer's looking pretty sexy, man.
I know, right? I like my Ichigo visor.
I know.
Welcome, Tommy. Welcome.
Yes.
Absolutely.
built.
So
I built all of this. Me and my dad.
yeah, it's looking. That computer's looking really, really good. Eric Jacobs, welcome to the video. Yeah, guys, again, any questions? Post it in the chat. Stars are activated. Share your stars. Help us improve my mic quality.
So, Josh, a little bit of just about you, not necessarily about the paranormal. So, tell us a little bit about your family.
So I'm married. Been married for 15 years.
Congrats.
Yeah.
18 people in here now, guys. Any questions?
Got three boys. Got 16, 14, and then my youngest, Zane. Zane has the illness, as we all know. He has Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Not everyone knows that, so you might,
everybody knows
us here know this, but you might want to tell the stream a little bit about that.
So when I was stationed, so I'm in the Army. I've been in the Army for 19 years in March.
Jesus. Oh,
I
had a call.
I retired in one more year. I got some more time. And then
Congrats.
when I was stationed in Valpo, he got diagnosed with a terminal illness called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So we've been fighting that battle ever since. Just trying to hope for a cure and get the things that he needs and stuff like that. So this house is one of those things that he needed to be able to get around better.
So you moved where because of that you moved to exactly
by KU Med. So the best hope we have for him is KU Med. They do a lot of research in Duchenne. So we're hoping that, if something comes out that can help him, that we're here, the first hospital to get it.
Yeah.
Because there's MDA clinics all over the place, but KU Med does all the research for Duchenne. So we're hoping if something comes out new, he can get right on it, and hopefully it helps him slow down things in his life. So,
and that was a big part of why you moved into this house too, right?
Exactly. Yep. Our last house, we thought we had more time before he stopped walking, and we didn't have much time. So he stopped walking, and in his wheelchair is 450 pounds. So he'd get to his room and in the living room. That's about it.
Yeah.
So we just needed something that was more open. And this is perfect for him. So
awesome.
Ben, thank you again. 100 stars. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, awesome, man. Thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah, been in the Army almost 20 years, man. Got my bachelor's, ready to get out and start all over with benefits this time.
With benefits this time. The big thing is with benefits this time.
With benefits.
My stream. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull up my stream up again. My stream went down so I could watch for
when we switch over. Yeah.
Well, no, I hit a wrong button on my phone, so.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's my.
You've been doing this for you've been doing this a long time now. What's your like bucket list? If you could go, if there was one place, where would you go?
I want to go to
even if you've been there or not been there.
I can't remember it's
anywhere in the world.
The castle that Ghost Vendors went to, I just forgot where.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
No, it's the one where they wear the hat piece and they have the long nose.
Oh, that's in
that's off
Italy.
The coast of Italy.
Yeah. The castle in Italy. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, it's their pandemic old days. They had
pandemic island. Imagine that the whole world's a pandemic island.
I remember that one. That was where he got possessed again.
Yeah, I want to go there.
I could almost say that and still confuse and leave almost any of them open somehow.
Yeah,
there's just so much history when we go to places like that. like what's happened at that
Well,
place.
even in Europe, that's even more history than what we're accustomed to here. You know, like some of the places there have just been there for
Oh,
centuries. Uh-oh.
we
We
lost
lost
James.
James. Give him a minute here. Hopefully he jumps back in. And then that'll fix the camera. Now let's see. Does one guest fix it?
Oh, there we go. He's back.
Oh, is he?
No video yet.
James, you there? Hey, he's loading back in.
Oh, like literally, Discord decided to shut down and restart itself. Middle of me not even touching the computer, it just said, logging off, restarting, and it popped me back in. I have no clue why.
Weird.
Wonderful technology, right?
This is why we need to get you a new
So guys, can you please donate some more stars? I am struggling over here. I need a graphics card.
We two, me and Josh, we have amazing computers.
I'm over here using the one from Dollar Tree,
and I'm trying to piece together another one.
Man, sorry guys, I'm sorry about that, guys.
Nah,
I didn't mean for that to happen. So, do we? What? We have any more questions for Josh? Are we ready for the video? What's going on?
I mean,
what did I miss?
Do you have anything you want to add, Josh?
There's a lot of stuff.
I know, right? And we're just like,
it's so much.
We do this for like an hour, and we tend to go over. So I don't want you to not talk about something you wanted to talk about or anything.
One thing is I miss Josh Showbridge tremendously. Oh, amazing man.
Right now, I'm doing the podcast from his old bedroom. I live in his old house.
Yeah.
So it's weird doing that. I had to figure, but it's kind of fitting because what better place to do the podcast?
Yeah, Josh is wonderful, man. Eileen, our hearts are out to you if you are watching.
Her to death too.
Yep, miss you like crazy.
Miss you, bud.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't for Josh, me and Kara wouldn't have got into it.
Huh?
None of this would have been the way it is without him.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. That's absolutely true.
Yep.
Well,
one thing I have is the theory of you remember when we went to Octagon Hall Museum with John Tenney?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he talked about his theory. I've been thinking about since he talked to me about it, and it makes sense. It's like, when you look at a ghost, and when he opened up, he said, when you look at a ghost, is the ghost wearing underwear? And everybody starts laughing. I mean, and at the beginning, I'm like,
it's a funny catcher. It catches you're like, okay, man, what are you doing?
So it's because none of the clothes that you see in the ghost they're not paranormal. So he wants to know, are they wearing underwear? How long it take to put socks on and shoes on to get dressed up like that to show us himself? And his theory is that a ghost basically manipulates our brain to see them as they once were. And since he's talked about that, it makes sense. Why did some people see this person? Maybe it takes a certain amount of energy to show us what they look like, what they want us to see. Because why are they wearing? Why are they holding a gun? Why are they wearing clothes? Because they're not alive. So how can we see that? So the theory behind it was kind of interesting.
A lot of John Tenney stuff was just fascinating to listen to. A lot of the stuff about how the Bible had been restructured, reworded, retranslated, mistranslated, and then how we use that mistranslation for later renditions of it, and how that translates from Latin to English, even after the mistranslations over time, what the true meaning is now of it,
Yeah, he's an awesome guy too.
Yeah, and
he's a very awesome guy.
And he is in Hellier at the end of the second season. So if you want to get to know him a little bit more, even in the documentary, in the Hellier documentary, they bring him in as like,
yep, they do actually.
We are in.
I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah. My favorite thing about John Tenney was 3 a.m. Waffle House trip.
Oh,
yeah,
and hearing the stories.
I forgot about that.
Man, isn't it cool?
I don't know
we all get done investigating. I'm not gonna go into depth. He's just a very fun guy to be around. Yeah, and has a lot of good stories and experiences that'll change your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
From Detroit, still there.
Yes, but I am not going to share anything else on that one.
But what was Oh, one thing I remember was, since we're talking about John Tenney and Josh. One of the fun experiences I had was the first time I met John Tenney. Um, we were at Scarefest, I think it was.
Oh,
And Josh just like walked up to him. He's like, "Hey, we got a case. Is in outside of Crawfordsville, a place outside of Crawfordsville." And he was just like, "Hey, this is going on. This is going on. This is going on." I'm like, "Why are we telling this guy everything? I don't know anything about John Tenney. This is me being new to the group and one of my first conventions." And he was just like, "Oh, it sounds like you're dealing with fuck. Why did it escape me?"
You just lost it. You just
Yeah,
lost
I
it.
did.
All this buildup, and he just lost it.
I forgot what they're called. A Dejin. That's what it is. It sounds like you're working
Oh yeah,
with
that's the
Dejin.
case in Newmarket.
Yeah, yeah. And so he was just like, he listened to everything, and then he was just like, everyone wants to just go to like demons and horrible things. And he goes, and he told us a story about how they were at a house, a home investigation, and everyone thought it was a demon in this house because it was scratching them, moving things and doing all these things. And he just was like, I found out it was a little girl, and I forget how he did it. Because it was just like one of those conversations we had for just a little bit in a crowded, crazy area. And, it was just, he's just like, he did research for Michigan University, and he had like his own department where he had students take all his papers and then digitize them for him. It's one of the things that Josh was telling me, is how doing all this stuff now, he has it as a public area where everyone can watch or look and find and all that stuff. I was like, that's actually really smart. So
yeah,
very cool.
But yeah, so I think we got a little off topic talking about John Tenney. So, but he's a very smart dude, and anything he touches is, I would say legit. More legit than, because he does TV shows. You see him on there occasionally. I would say the stuff that he messes with are more, at least way more legit than the other stuff we see sometimes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And yeah, so he's just one of those cool dudes.
Yeah, he has a lot of stories.
But I got that video for us. If we want to switch over to that, you guys ready for it?
Roll that big, beautiful footage.
All right, so I want to start off like we always do. This is Nuke's top 5, and
this is gonna get good, guys. Buckle up.
Anything you guys see from him, please do send your support out there. Anyone that he posts, you want to go see their stuff, please support them. We love watching his stuff and showing it off because he just does a really good job. And I know James thought about reaching out to him. I don't know if he did or not.
Going to?
Yes.
I'm going to.
All right. So, Josh, you've never done this before.
You got to mute, Josh.
You got to mute. Because you're going to have to listen to it. And you good? All right. Switch over here.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Stowaway. YouTuber Chad Morin and his team from the YouTube channel Ghost Hunt Weekend host monthly group tours of haunted places and upload them to YouTube. On this paranormal investigation of the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, they are accompanied by Jacob from the travel channel The Carpetbagger. Now, the Titanic Museum is built like a replica, half-scale, of the original Titanic ship. Employees believe the giant museum to be haunted by many of the spirits of the 1,496 people who tragically lost their lives on board the Titanic in 1912. Because, you see, the museum houses around 400 real items found either in the wreckage of the Titanic or actually found on the victims' bodies.
This is Mr. Isidore Strauss's ring. It's a wedding ring that was recovered from the dead body.
When the group reaches the outer area that is meant to represent the outside deck of the Titanic, both Chad from Ghost Hunt Weekends and Jacob from The Carpetbagger capture something very strange on camera at the exact same time.
I'll even go backwards.
When I get to 1, can you make that one go off? 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Yeah, this one here. Hey, what's that screaming?
Is that screaming?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Screaming.
Gee, we just heard screaming. I'll even go backwards. When I get to 1, can you make that one go off?
And it's moving.
3, 2, 1. Whoa. Yeah, this one here. Hey, what's that screaming?
Is that screaming?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Screaming.
Gee, we just heard screaming.
Besides getting a direct response on the REM pod sitting on the deck of the museum, they hear an unexplained scream coming from somewhere in the area. Now, the scream is certainly creepy, but it doesn't even compare to what happens when they are exploring the second-class area of the replica ship. And no one in the group even notices.
Just knock on the gate or knock on a wall, let us know you're in there, and we'll grab the keys.
What was that?
There's like banging here, and then that went off at the same
Did you see something?
No, I heard it. I don't know where that came from. I couldn't tell if it was here. Yeah.
Let us know you're in there. Can you bang harder? We'll get the keys. We can't hear you if you're in there.
Y'all saw that, right?
Did you see it? When Chad pans over to the left to film the group, a dark figure seems to be walking all the way in the back. Unlike the group, who all seem to be looking towards the replica Titanic gate, whoever or whatever this is doesn't seem to pay attention to anyone, and almost looks like it's wearing a dress. But what do you think this could be? Could it be the ghost of one of the victims who didn't survive the Titanic and now roams the museum halls attached to one of their beloved items? Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to check out both Chad's YouTube channel, Ghost Hunt Weekends, and Jacob's YouTube channel, The Carpetbagger.
Okay. Josh, honorary member, joining us today.
You go first before I ruin it.
I don't know, man. That's too good of a footage to say that's a ghost walking on camera. Like,
It's
who
one of
gets
those
that?
too good to be
Who
true.
gets that? Yeah, it's like getting that audio from Karen's house.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, man. I would have to be there to sit on that one. I would have to be there on that one.
Well,
Big Daddy.
we're asking for your opinion. So you
Yeah,
gotta,
I mean,
you can't just cop out. You got to say yes.
I don't think that's I think it could be a shadow.
for me, that I mean, yeah,
There's
it could
too
be a
many people
shadow.
there.
It definitely has some, like, that place has got to be haunted. Hell, with all the memorabilia, all the stuff that they have from the Titanic that is linked to all those deaths and those people in that boat.
Yeah.
So, do I think something's there? Yeah, something's going to be there. Could that have been one of the survivors walking, and maybe they have a dress of hers or something? I don't know. It could have been, but it did look kind of mysterious the way it walked. But that's all I'll give it, because we weren't there, and we're going to
So-
say that a lot about these videos.
I've been there. Me and my wife went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, for our honeymoon, and we went into this. I think it was it was new-ish when we went, so it was cool. So I've been there. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, they do have a lot of memorabilia and stuff like that. First question would be everyone in the group encountering.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I agree. Brian is like, what else? If we had like a whole lineup, and maybe this was done to credit to Ghost Weekends and to their channel, and Nuke is just like cutting out the paranormal side. There was probably a lineup done of everyone in the group showing, everyone there and what they were wearing. There's always
True.
group shots. So maybe we are not seeing that part of it for the YouTube video side of Nuke's side of things, which I totally understand why he would not put that in. But
and that's one of the big things.
If there isn't anyone in their group that is wearing black and is a female like that wearing black, then I mean, I understand why that guy didn't see it, because he probably did this with his camera and turned it and panned it around. So he probably didn't even know what he was seeing, or maybe it was one of those things only picked up on camera because, there are things with EVPs that you only hear through the recorder. You don't hear yourself.
Yep.
Same type of visual effects can happen on a camera that you don't see. Like, there's something right in front of us. What do you mean you don't see it? And the person right next to you doesn't see that with their eyes. You can see it through the camera and all the filters and the lenses and everything it processes and how it gets its information. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's plausible with everything that's there and the tragedy tied to those objects.
The tragedy is huge.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Brian Hensley.
So there's just so many people there, and that's what's hard when you have like a group of 15 people in one room.
Yeah.
Anybody can make a sound like that. It's just when you have 2 to 3 people in one room, that's where it's more contained. Especially with shadows.
Absolutely.
But that's a good view of it, and it's a good question, from Brian there.
Yeah, that was a great question. Great question, Brian. Shout out to POV over there. Go over to their page, give them a like.
Yeah, good dudes.
Give them a like
Hey,
seat.
girls.
They did on the show with us, and then
one of our first shows.
I think it was the first show they were on.
The first show
when we came back. So we look forward to having them on again.
Hopefully next time in person.
Yeah, hopefully next time in person is a big thing.
May Monday.
But also, let's roll this next video. I think it's exciting.
Switching over.
Opening a window, opening a doorway. This strange Japanese video popped up on the internet and quickly went viral with over 1 million views. Unfortunately, no one seems to know the source of the video, including me. I did my usual research, but no one seems to have a clue as to where the creepy video came from. As with most Japanese videos, the couple's identities appear to be blurred in the original video. Having said all that, the clip is still downright chilling.
Oh shit!
The couple sees the odd blurry shape of someone or something that seems to be peering into their kitchen window. But when the guy quickly slides the window open, there's no one there. He turns back to his girlfriend and catches a truly disturbing figure standing right behind her, dark and shadowy with what almost looks like rotting skin. Then as he pans back only a moment later, the figure has just disappeared. So did the couple unwittingly let a wandering spirit into their home?
Because it's inside.
Unfortunately, without a source, we'll never know. But let me know what you think down in the comments.
God dang.
That he just got possessed.
I mean,
possessed.
So, Josh, you go again.
Okay, it's creepy. It's creepy, all right?
Yes.
But this is my problem with videos like this: is whenever we get something, we always show proof that we're not faking anything, because he pans down before he opens the window and then it's gone. But he doesn't show when that little black figure is behind him. He doesn't show below the girl, because I've seen on TikToks, they make all these videos just to go viral, and the person's like underneath their feet. This bends down. For me to believe that, there'd be no cuts, and it has to go around that girl, look at the ground, and I would believe it. But there's so many people out there trying to get famous, and it's again, when you get videos that's clear, it's just,
this is a viral video, and they have no clue where it came from. Come on.
So my thing is yeah, I agree, Ryan, creepy as fuck. But it's digital. To me, it looks digital. I personally, I'm not saying it is, but I I have a good. And if you were seeing that, I mean, honestly, if you were panning around, you just saw something out your window, and then you panned over to your girlfriend or whoever, and you saw that there, you would have like fucking lost it. You know,
Yeah.
like, what
Drop the
fuck?
camera.
You know, like, get
You
the
wouldn't
fuck out of
pan
here. You
back.
would just like, no, now it's not there. No big deal. Everything's fine. Like,
You remember,
Yeah,
Kevin,
there's no
Remember-
reaction at all.
exactly. And remember when we were at that place, Kevin and I saw that ghost peek around the corner. I fucking dropped the camera.
was that was at Post Town.
Yeah. And I saw the thing poke
It
out and
behind me.
Drop
I
the
didn't
camera.
see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. It was
Like-
behind me, and then that's when we
Yeah.
darted out there. Right? We wouldn't.
Yeah, but I dropped the damn camera because it surprised me.
Our K2 was spiking to like a 50 or something like that. We don't have the footage anymore because that went to oddity files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
The episode's on YouTube.
Yeah. And then we gave our
The
little thing breakdown afterwards.
Yeah, it was off.
All
It
right.
was awesome. Let's get into the next one.
So we all agree that was pretty much fake, but
I think it's fake.
yeah, fake, but creepy.
Very
fake.
creepy.
Very
but
creepy.
Very fake.
Definitely get me the what the fuck reaction, you know.
Yeah.
All right, moving
Yeah.
on.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Paranormal activity. TikTok user Harry McClary says that after he and his wife spent an evening playing around with the Ouija board in their house, things have never quite been the same. They began to hear strange sounds around their house on an almost daily basis, and things in the house begin to move on their own. Harry starts grabbing his camera and recording whenever anything strange goes down.
Hello?
Why you got a basement like that?
Oh my god!
Harry and his wife hear a door in the basement repeatedly opening and slamming shut, alarming their dog, who's barking at the threat violently off camera. When Harry says, "Hello?" the sound stops, and after a brief moment of silence, something we can't see seems to charge up the stairs towards him. Now, a lot of TikTok viewers were very concerned about the well-being of Harry's panicked dog, but don't worry, the dog is fine. They were all just a bit shaken up by the experience. And as for Harry, he caught a bit of flack from some of his TikTok followers. They said he should have gone down into the basement to investigate the strange sounds instead of running. Well, only a week later, and he gets his chance. The family once again starts hearing something in the basement. Harry goes to check, and it did not go well. Again, the family hears the sound of a door in the basement repeatedly opening and slamming shut. But this time Harry gathers his courage and immediately charges downstairs to investigate. As he slowly reaches for the door, it flings open on its own, sending Harry running in terror once again. Now, up until this point, Harry hasn't really caught any footage of what might be haunting their home. But that changes one night when strange things start to go down in his living room.
But wait, there's more.
You're fucked, buddy.
The door to a display cabinet opens on its own, and Harry hears something run past him. The light in the hallway is swinging back and forth wildly. When Harry checks the light, it bursts. But there's something here you might not have noticed on your first view. Something absolutely terrifying. Watch again. In the darkness, a pair of glowing eyes seem to be staring at Harry from his laundry room. When he turns, another set of glowing eyes is staring at him from the bedroom. In the corner, he sees what appears to be a headless, dark figure that grows in size and even seems to form arms. Harry runs. That's the last video uploaded to Harry McClary's TikTok account as of this recording. Now, of course, as with all TikTok paranormal videos, Harry receives his share of doubters, but he simply shrugs it off. Harry claims he's 40 years old and just knows very little about TikTok or video editing. So is it all real, and is Harry McClary really haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate but very well done TikTok ARG? You decide.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so Jason, thanks for joining us. And of course, we get that kind of video with Josh here.
All right,
Yeah,
so
no, it's
I saw this TikTok yesterday, and I was trying to find it today to show you, Kevin, and I'm glad you showed it.
I
knew.
had no
Like I
The thing-
fucking
I had
knew.
no clue it was in the video. I just
The thing
I
is,
just picked
is
a random video.
He
Okay,
picked
but the
this
thing-
video a week ago.
so yeah, I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh my god, this is kind of cool. I want to see what happens. The thing is, if you look at the girl's face, all right, the girl that I know he's 40, but his wife looks like she's 20.
Or
And
that's his daughter.
they said wife. They said wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they?
But she has her mouth covered like this, like she's smiling.
That's what got me, because it looks like
I-
she's covering up a giggle.
I watched it like 15 times yesterday, watching her expression on her face, and it really looks like she's trying not to laugh because they're making a video. And I thought it was kind of creepy when the guy runs up the stairs. I didn't know he went back down the stairs. It's
Creep
the
factor's
girl.
there.
It's the girl that gets me like she's trying to hold back a smile because it's a funny video they're trying to make to get. You know, he had 5 million views yesterday on his TikTok. I don't know. It is creepy, but how often do we go ghost hunting the same place, and every time we go, we get more and more evidence till we get an image?
True.
I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know. It is creepy, but the problem is it's a TikTok video, and I do not trust TikTok.
Yeah. And like
Except for random Nautica, I want to do that.
yeah, well, since COVID ends, we'll do
Yeah.
that more. But
But
just
that's
like
it.
Alex
Yeah.
was
That's
saying,
argument.
TikTok now pays its creators. So he is making bank off of those. And, you know, and I get it. He doesn't, I mean, let's put ourselves in his mindset, real or not real. He's making money, so who cares what the haters say? He looks like he brushes it off, and good for him. You know, honestly, whether they're real or fake, he's not making the problem worse by like engaging in the negative or like that kind of stuff. Jason, he's gonna start making those.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're switching to TikTok, man. But you know, it's like anything, you know, like YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff that people are trying to make money off of. Like, you have to question it. And, what if this guy has an engineering background? He can make something that does all this shit, without him needing to be there.
Yep. Exactly.
All beyond to open
that's
a
exactly
door,
it.
that's it, But to capture the video. So what I think the eyes are in the bathroom, in the bathroom,
Looks
the
like
first one. It looks
he have
like
a
a towel
cat?
holder. It looks like a towel holder.
Towel
where
holder.
It's a metal ring where it's shining, like the
Shining
lights
on
are
it.
hitting it just right, and it looks like a pair of eyes on each end.
Yep.
The other one, you could have a cat, like James was saying, in the bedroom, and those are the eyes we're seeing. Very well could be it. The arms
Fishing, like
thing,
Jason
I don't know.
suggests. Jason suggests a fishing line in the door because it opened abruptly, and it's like you didn't see, the lighting was just right where you didn't see what was behind the door, but you saw the door frame.
Yeah.
So I see that aspect of things with it, but it's
the only thing I can't debunk very easily is the image at the end. You clearly see it as a mass, a black mass, and then you see it gain arms or whatever. It separates from the rest of the body, and then kind of moves up a little bit. But I don't have an easy way to just say that's a
you put somebody in a morph suit, black morph suit sitting in there, you can recreate that easily.
I mean, that's it's hard, Kevin, for me to trust something
where someone can make a lot of money off of.
Yeah, exactly. If they're not making money like we do, so we don't make money on our EVPs that we share and videos we share. We're doing that to show evidence.
I mean, the possibility is there. Don't get us wrong. Because we are on YouTube platform, we are on Facebook. Us doing this show inherently, we get stars. Now the payout on them is like ridiculous. We don't get the money until like $500 or something. I don't know, but regardless, there is the option there, and it is there to help us offset the cost of doing this. Hopefully, down the line. But we're not looking. We're not trying to make millions. We're not trying to fake videos. We're not trying to go on TikTok or these platforms to show our crazy evidence. If that was the case, we'd be doing it right now at our own homes.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We know how to do it.
With the bloody shower curtain up behind me.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, let's. I want to see another one.
You want to see another one? Let's move on.
Yeah, because if I don't stop you guys now, you'll keep rambling. So let's get to the next video.
We have two more, and it looks like both of them are really long, so I might break in between a couple. If it's really a long one, I might separate it into two parts, depending. Because it looks like we still have like 18 minutes left, and there are 2 left, so we'll see how it goes.
Follower. Popular Korean ghost hunt live streamer Michael from the YouTube channel Docha Michael explores an abandoned multi-floor apartment building that is allegedly haunted. Soon after he enters the building, it becomes obvious that whatever lurks in the shadows does not want him there.
누구세요? 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 와. 분명히 움직였는데 사람이 땡길 만한 그것이 아닌데 여러분들 봤죠? 이것이 봤죠 여러분들? 이거 사람이 땡길 수가 없는데.
A small red box slides across the floor and opens on its own before falling over. When Michael checks it, he finds no explanation for how it could have moved. He continues to explore and reaches what appears to be a small, cluttered bedroom.
아니야 잠깐만. 와 씨. 뭔 소리야? 띵띵 소리 뭔 소리야? 아 씨발. 야 이게 만만치 않네 여기. 어디 있는 거야? 이거 여러분들 잡기는 아닙니다. 이거 잡기는 아, 이거 진짜 큰일 나겠는데 오늘. 이거 큰일 나겠. 여러분 종소리가 계속 나요 지금.
A red stool suddenly slides behind one of the beds on its own. Michael rushes over and grabs the stool, but again can't find any explanation for the strange activity. He puts the stool back where he found it and is about to leave when behind his back the same stool falls over. Even creepier, a heavy cupboard then falls over on its side and blocks his path. Michael hears a strange unexplained bell coming from somewhere inside the room. And then another large cupboard falls. This time, Michael just makes a run for it. After he calms down, Michael continues exploring, heading up one floor in the apartment building. And then things get even more terrifying. Did you see it? Michael hears bizarre footsteps right behind him, and when he turns, the bathroom slippers he had captured on camera only seconds earlier are now right behind him. Almost as if someone or something was wearing them and walking in his direction. Michael is shocked and very carefully just backs away. A little wary and very freaked out, Michael now walks a little more carefully through the creepy old apartment building. He hears some sounds and turns a corner and is confronted by something absolutely horrifying. Again, did you see it? When Michael looks around the corner, a dark mass that looks like a head with black hair disappears into a doorway. When Michael runs to see what it was, there's nothing there. Now, in this next part, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what Michael is doing. He sets up his camera to point towards the doorway as he throws some sort of grain or powder around a room. If you do know what he has in those Ziploc bags, please let me know down in the comments. But either way, whatever it is he's doing seems to work, because things take a terrifying turn.
아까 좀 갖고 오세요. 제가 이것까지 뿌리기 싫습니다. 갖고 오세요. 갖고 오세요. 갖고 오세요. When you get, 갖고 오세요. 5개. 그만 사람 놀래키시고 갖고 오세요. 7개. 16개 갖고 오세요. 갖고 오세요. 뭐야? 누구세요? 누구십니까?
A horrible face with long dark hair can be seen looking straight at the camera. Michael is completely unaware of the chilling event and only gets up after he hears a noise. When he pans the camera around the hallway, there's nothing there. So just what was this? Some of Michael's viewers believe it to be the head of a mannequin, and others believe it's far too lifelike to be a mannequin and think he actually caught some terrifying apparition on camera. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out this full video over.
All right.
Next.
We gotta give it all that you can.
Fake.
Josh.
There's no way it's a hoax, man. Yeah, I mean, because we've been ghost hunting for a very long time, and
they just
not
stumble upon
ever
this building.
does the same shit happen every time you, hey, throw this, move the stool. And the thing is, when something happens, Kevin, again, we're at Post Town. As soon as it happened, what did? We went straight right where it was at, looked down the hallway with the video camera. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if somebody knocks over a big ass dresser, the first thing I'm doing is running to that dresser, turning right where it came from to see if anybody's running away.
To the guy's credit, that's what he did.
No, he didn't.
Well,
he did it.
I would say the stool knocking over and the cabinet knocking over, like he ran to them. He went to look.
Yeah,
for
but like, why was that cabinet already at the angle?
Yeah, it went from right to left, and when he went up to the cabinet, but he never turned right.
He never saw. You never saw who was there.
I agree.
That's why I say hoax.
Yeah,
hoax.
Hoax. I am giving the video.
No, Kevin, we're attacking you, Kevin. It's a hoax.
It's interesting. I'm saying it's spooky, it's creepy, but this is what I believe ruins the paranormal world is stuff like this.
Yeah,
that try to do that. It's just like
that's why I like doing these videos when we can.
Yeah, I think that mannequin or whatever you want to say that thing was had like a glass eye.
Yeah.
That would easily give the reflection.
They hold it down right next to it.
But I mean, it has the creep factor. It has everything to go viral, to make a video, to make money. It has all the classic stuff. I even thought on the end of the stool, I saw like a little line, like a little fishing line. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted to see what you guys thought, but I thought I saw a little string, like fishing line, very hard to see, but attached to one of the corners of the legs at the bottom. I don't know. Maybe it was just dirt. But yeah. But I did see like a spool underneath as well. Like there was a spool of string wrapped up. I don't know. Maybe there was a bunch of junk around there. So
it was fake.
But I agree it was totally fake, but at the same time we should just look at it and, give it
you're right.
No, you're right.
I gave it its minute and I gave it thumbs down like 3 times.
Yes, I think we all give it thumbs down.
It is interesting to watch. I would say
it was.
You're an investigator for 30 years. It's fake. Yeah. I think and like Jason was saying, entertainment. The guy was like, mildly entertaining.
What it's no string. He says there's no string. See, no string. Like,
I mean, you see people on TikTok, the videos we just saw, and the people didn't go in. Like the people didn't.
Yeah.
I will give it a little bit more
Creep factor 5.
Creep factor and
realness fake.
The what am I looking for?
You too,
he
Jason.
tried really hard to make it look not fake. He gave a lot of effort into making this look more legit than I think most people would have done. So I think this guy's really smart, but he's not going to fool seasoned investigators with this stuff. He's going to fool YouTube viewers.
Kids. Dad, look
Jason,
at this video.
Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. And we did plug you guys a little bit because we saw you guys talking
right before you came in.
Yeah, we saw you guys talking to Terry. We talked about Ashmore and the Mystery Machine. So it was good seeing you guys.
Absolutely. So I think we have one more.
Yeah, we have one more.
Let's roll it. Getting past my bedtime.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's already 10:14 you guys' time.
Yeah.
Over on Michael's YouTube channel, Docha Michael. From below. Dennis from the popular Russian YouTube paranormal channel, Dark Ghost Paranormal, travels to a small cottage in the Russian countryside that has been abandoned for over 20 years. It is said that the home was built on top of an old cemetery, and that anyone who has ever dared to enter the house has experienced traumatizing paranormal activity. Dennis doesn't know if any of the rumors are true, but is determined to find out for himself. He investigates the cottage over several overnight visits. Dennis sets up a camera in the old home's living room and a GoPro in the bedroom next to it. He also places a device that measures changes in the surrounding electromagnetic field in the room. He settles down in the kitchen and keeps an eye on the camera's live feed from his laptop. That's when his device suddenly detects a change in the room.
Друзья, запищали тормозные.
Dennis hurries into the abandoned home's bedroom to check on the electromagnetic field device. He then hears a sound which makes him spin around to see what's behind him. He just misses witnessing something absolutely terrifying with his own eyes. A dark shadow figure moving from right to left, right behind him. But his GoPro camera captures every creepy detail. Throughout the night, his cameras capture furniture moving on its own. In one of his investigations, Dennis captures something truly bizarre.
Так, мне нужно сейчас будет ИГФ. Сейчас, друзья, мне надо отойти. Это просто пипец.
creepy accordion in the corner of the room seems to just start playing on its own. Dennis just gets out of there. He waits outside for an hour, gathering his courage before he goes back in. But Dennis has another odd experience with the accordion, and this one is even more disturbing.
Чего? Ну мне просто, реально, мне по всему телу мурашки пошли. Теперь не знаю, как туда зайти. Но заходить надо.
Now, very alert YouTube viewers notice something that makes this particular activity with the accordion even stranger.
Чего?
Did you see it? Right before the accordion starts playing on its own, a dark figure seems to walk towards the accordion and disappear, almost as if it approached the accordion to have a play. Dennis decides to do a modified spirit box session that he calls an EGF session in the abandoned home's kitchen area. What happens next shocks him to his core.
Почему мне нужно уйти?
Мешаешь.
У меня к вам вопрос. Под этим домом есть захоронение?
Да. Это мы.
Что вас держит в нашем мире? Капец.
Осквернили.
Кто и чем вас осквернил? Кто вас осквернил?
Дом.
Дом. Вы имеете в виду, на этом месте нельзя было строить этот дом? Пипец, я просто не могу. Пипец, мне никогда не было так жутко.
Soon after this, Dennis decides to just get out of there. He says that he has never been this creeped out at a location before. So did he possibly capture the ghosts of the people allegedly buried underneath the abandoned home? Is that why no one will live there? Let me know what you think. You can check out the Dark Ghost Paranormal full 3-part investigation at the abandoned house over on Dennis's YouTube channel, Dark Ghost Paranormal. Thanks for
Hot damn. Josh, thanks for talking to Janice in chat. You guys there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
That was awesome.
Okay.
So Josh is ready. Let's see his take on this.
All right, this is my thing. If that much stuff happens in one session, I think it's a hoax. And because we've done it so much, we know that it takes so much energy to do all of that, and we have never seen anything happen that often. But the shadow he's seen, I've seen that before, and it goes in hunting. The accordion playing, it looked like a mechanical device in it. The way it was playing, it wasn't playing naturally. But I've seen shadows like that. I've seen the lights come off. I know, James, you've seen your freaking DVR or whatever your freaking not DVR, but no, you seen it fly off the trees when you're in the gravesite. Remember?
Recorder,
flashlight.
Recorder. No, it's recorder. I've seen a flashlight fall. I've seen things get thrown. It just, but all that stuff I'm talking about happened over freaking 10 years of doing this.
Yeah,
not in one instance. That's my thing with that. I don't know. I think it's a hoax because too much stuff happened at once. That's just my theory on it. But
I think it's legit.
You think
honestly, so? I'm not sold that it's but there are times where you like that's the most believable one I think I've seen.
Yes, that's the most believable one tonight. It really is the most believable one because not only that, he's reacting to what's happened, not just nonchalantly going along with it.
Yeah, and like we all agree, we've seen that shadow before. You know, like in that, yes, can be recreated in special effects and those kinds of things.
Oh yeah,
saying it
those
can't be.
shadows.
But I don't know. I think the accordion is really hard to move, and I was actually kind of surprised by it moving.
Yeah, that's
I wish he would have went over there and looked at it in more detail.
Yeah,
but you got to remember, he's alone, and if this is legit, I mean, he's scared shitless. He's all alone in an abandoned house in like Russia. So like
crazy, by the way.
Yeah, like and it's freezing and he's by himself. So I you know, like part of me, if that stuff was real, I wish you would have. But at the same time, would I have if I was alone and I saw that shit happening? I would like to think I would, but at the same time, I probably would have been just as scared as he was at the moment.
Yeah, facts.
You know, my heart would have been fucking pounding and the adrenaline going, and I probably wouldn't be thinking clear.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly.
So, you know, I liked his EVP session. That whatever that device was, I thought that was pretty cool. Those answers. Yeah,
it's
those
like an Oculus / Spirit box combination.
You know, if I would have known more about the tech, I would hold more validity to it, but I don't know exactly what he's using, so maybe that shit's pre-programmed. I don't know. But those answers were pretty solid, and in the whole thing that you were saying, Josh, that takes a lot of energy. You have to remember he's at a cemetery. Who knows? You know, like there's a lot of dead there. You know, there's a lot of, and
I guess we've never experienced like that much before.
Yeah. I mean, I personally feel like we have. You were with me.
Well, I mean, like
we've seen her. Karen's. Like, I mean, 28 scratches in like.
Karen's was crazy.
True.
We're not going to get back on that. We've already done that.
I'm not trying to go down that avenue, but I'm just saying, like, if you're saying like that can't, you know, that's just too much. Like, I mean, we've experienced insanity before, and it can happen. And if you think, you know, this place was defiled, disgraced, and you know,
true.
And if all that is true, and that's how the entities or spirits are taking it, I could see this happening. I'm not saying it is.
They could have poltergeist written all over it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
so it has believable aspect.
if that is
shadows in
real,
there.
I would say that's demonic automatically because that stuff's it was completely negative against him.
Oh, it hated him being there.
I think it hates anyone being in there because they think they're just a part of the house.
It's weird.
So,
yeah, it is the most believable out of all of them, though.
Yeah, that is the most believable.
most
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we all agree.
Well, Josh, we thank you for joining in on us tonight. We're coming
anytime,
up.
man.
Yeah, we did a good hour and 37 minutes. So that's pretty good. It was fun tonight.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We're gonna be hitting you with something really cool this week, and I'm very excited for it. I think we're gonna sneak one in.
You're talking about our next podcast, maybe Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get back on Saturdays.
We're hoping to. We haven't quite ironed it out yet. Either we're going to talk about one topic or talk briefly about 3 different topics, and then
we have not.
Decide. And then do a straw poll, and then have the community decide what we talk about next.
Yep.
So it'll be.
I've been researching mine for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah. He sent me papers, Josh. It's legit. He sent me pictures.
I made my own folder for this
shit.
What are we talking about? What is this one coming up?
Well, I have my own office now.
Yeah, a little bit of a teaser. We're talking about monsters or entities or anything unnatural tied to natural disasters.
Natural disasters.
Okay. Oh.
The one I got some.
Yeah,
it's gonna get you. Stay tuned for the story of the old one.
It's the most iconic one tied to it. One of James's favorites. I think Kayla. I forget what Kayla's doing.
The Grinch? Are we talking about the Grinch here?
Yeah, we're talking about.
You're a mean one. It's the Grinch. Really oughta.
Okay. If anyone is interested about this topic on Unsolved Mysteries Season 2, Episode 6, it talks about the what do they call it? Tsunami. The tsunami that hit and the natural disaster and the stuff that happened before and mainly after.
Yep.
That's a good intro of what we want to do for our stories. We were going to do that one, but I saw that episode and I was like, they did too well. I mean, it's too good of don't get me wrong, they did a really good fucking job, and there's no way I could top anything that they would ever do. Not that I think I could top it or any of the topics we're talking about, but
you could top it. You could top it.
That one was really good. It made me. I mean, I teared up watching it in some of the emotion tied to that story. I mean, there was so much in that episode that it was. I love Unsolved Mysteries. I think it was a great show back in the day. I think it's a solid show. I don't know if it's what everyone expected it to be about on Netflix, but it's still a solid show. And that episode specifically about the tsunami was a tough one to watch. And me and my wife watched it, and we were both emotional watching it. So I thought that's a good example of a show.
Yeah. But stay tuned for next time.
Appreciate everyone tuning in. God, and maybe James will do better than Mike.
After Christmas,
maybe you'll fix it.
I got one. I think I'm getting one for Christmas. I got a good hint. So we'll see.
Let's see.
But all right, guys.
Well, Janice just said something in chat. Josh.
Oh.
So she's seen a ghost 3 times. Her brother, his mother, and seen it a month before. It's dark. She just thought it was one of her friends. I mean, do you guys try to communicate with it, or do you just see it?
I mean, I would recommend not communicating with it.
Yes,
personally, especially with COVID. I will be honest, Janice. Through seeing everything that I've read a little bit through, unfortunately, we're not taking cases right now. I mean, since Indiana's like number 2 now, or number 1 or number 3, top 3.
We're number 1
in COVID cases right now, which is not a great thing. And like I said, we've had dealings within our own group about it. People being sick, and we just don't want to risk anyone getting sick, or in our group, or exposing anyone else if we're already sick and didn't realize.
It's not fun, guys. I've been there.
Yeah,
I'm still having effects of it with my breathing. I have and I'm having effect pulmonary, like inflammation in the lung. My O2 just drops, energy drops, so I may get a good couple days out of it, and I have to rest. It sucks. So
Yeah, I wish we heard most of that. But
I know, it's like every other word.
I wasn't leaning in. I wasn't leaning in anymore.
I love you, Chance.
Bye.
No, after that, I couldn't spend the night over there because I couldn't sleep. Yeah. As long as they're not communicating with it or trying to interact with it during this time, it's a really good idea. I know you get bored at home, during quarantine and everything, but it's best not to do that stuff. You could make things much, much worse. But if they ever do need advice or help, have them reach out to us. We're not located out of Wabash, just so you understand. We get that mistake a lot. We are out of Lafayette.
We're not that far away. We're right here in Lafayette, Indiana.
We have investigated in Wabash. That is not a problem. But during this time, unfortunately, we just can't. But we will definitely give our advice, our input. If you were confident enough ways that you could possibly solve it yourself at home. So please leave us a message or have them message us and reach out. We'll contact. We'll work with them as best we can. So, but I think that's a good place to end. And Janice, please do follow up with us. Like I said, if you want any more help or anything with that. So, Josh, appreciate it. James, again, always appreciate you helping us out here. So, have a good night, everyone. Take it easy.
Peace.
See ya.